of North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the area's premier welcome wagon lady. I service and welcome all the new homeowners and new businesses to the North Pittsburgh area. And today I am speaking with Dr. Gatty of Strategic People Solutions. Dr. Gatty is a sponsor in my business to business bag. Her and her wonderful husband, Dr. Gene Gatty, own Strategic People Solutions. They are not just a business coaching company, but they offer so many different services to their clients. And Dr. Gatty is going to talk to us about the many services that her and her husband, Dr. Gene Gatty, have to offer. How are you today, Dr. Gatty?
Well, I'm doing just great, Tracy. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself, ma'am?
Well, we are located just north of Butler. Butler, in Butler County, I should say, north of Wexford and Cranberry. So we are in the northern part of Butler. And we have been here about 20 years. We've raised two boys that are now off on their own, married. And so we just are the proud partners with three dogs, two Great Danes and a Basset. Our older dog, Beretta, is my chief happiness officer in our business. So we have been having a great time. We work with small businesses up to maybe from solopreneurs up to about 500 to 700 employees. And we are just loving working and helping businesses grow so that people can live the kind of life and lifestyle that they really want to enjoy.
What made you and Dr. Gatty start Strategic People Solutions?
Well, we had been professors at a local college teaching organizational leadership, and that was much more too theoretical for us. So we decided we wanted to actually get out and be more practical and get in the workplace and actually partner with people and help them, begin to grow their business and be more practical than just using the theories that we were teaching. So rather than teaching about leadership, we wanted them to learn how to be a leader.
Fabulous. And you offer so many different services there. And let's talk about some of your services. Can you talk to me about your leadership development?
Well, we do have leadership development for new emerging leaders. And what we really have just started, especially in this time and age where we're trying to be more inclusive and have a diverse working workforce and working community, we have established a mentoring program, which we suggest should be institutionalized in the organizations so that a more competent individual can work with a new hire and teach them the ropes and also assist their performance as they're learning. Because leadership is really a blending of the experiences you bring to the table, along with your competencies, the skills you happen to own, and also your personality. So we help really build on those skill sets.
Okay. And can you please tell me the benefits of any type of a small, medium, large business owner? Can you please tell me the benefits of having a business coach?
Well, we actually have the outside view so we can see some of the blind spots, number one. Number two, we hold you accountable and can help you establish your goals. What we really try and do is work with you to identify exactly where do you want to land? Where do you want to end up? And then we reverse engineer. So if you want to end up at one place, we show you how to get there over the years. So it's really, I think it's just great to have somebody, a confidant that you can talk with. That's really so very important. And we also, because of the fact we're coming in and working with so many industries and so many businesses, we often do a lot of networking where we'll say, okay, here is somebody you should work with. We make the connections, or here's somebody you could have as a client. So we begin to help them build out their network as well.
Okay, and you can can you lead them towards CPAs, that type of
Oh,
thing?
absolutely. Oh,
Absolutely,
absolutely.
because
That's
that's
what, we try and put together an advisory team for them, which would be your CPA, your lawyer, your financial planner, your banker, so that you have the right advisors all the way through the process and all the way through your journey of building your business.
absolutely. And can you please talk to me about your business development?
Well, business development is really a part of knowing, a part of the development of what kind of organization you're trying to build. So we have actually a 5-stage journey that people can go through, from idea creation through scaling. So not everybody wants to build their business to sell. Not everybody wants to be a CEO. So we try and find out where the sweet spot is, but also just how do you design your business model so that it's sustainable, especially in COVID-19, that it can be what we would call bomb proof, so that as you are building your business, if something goes awry, if there's a disruption, you still can survive. So we try and say who, what, when, where, and who should you be working with? What should you be doing? What are the time frames for your development, and where should you be, taking your business? So we really do try and put those together. We have a business sphere of excellence, which is our business planning model, which actually shows you how to implement the development of your business, but it's very much hands-on, so that we work with you as a team. And we really are looking for, what are your goals? Where do you want to be?
Yes.
That's what we wanted you to get to.
And one of your strengths is Dr. Gene Gatty, your husband, your wonderful husband. One of his strengths is human resources, the ins
Correct.
and outs of human resources. And a lot of people out there, even the largest business owners out there, do not realize the laws for employers and employees, and the specifics of how you can the process it takes if you do unfortunately need to let somebody go, the process it takes to properly hire somebody. And I know Dr. Gene Gatty is very, very knowledgeable in human resources. And can you tell us a little bit more about what he can do to help an employer really, really get down to the nitty gritty of human resources? And so he or she would not find themselves in the hot seat, if you would, if they did not follow the proper procedures, if they would unfortunately need to let somebody go.
Well, in a nutshell, Gene says his job is to keep you out of jail. And he does that because he's looking at job descriptions, he's looking at all the compliance rules, and they change weekly. And he also designs for you what we call an insurance policy, where you have an employee handbook, which tells you the rules for that organization. So we put that together so that when you are hiring, and if you are onboarding that person, we also say, here are the procedures to onboard, so that you'll be successful with that. But also, what are the procedures? What kinds of files do you need to keep? What are the procedures if you need to reprimand, if you need to warn? What are the procedures for letting someone go? All of those things have to be very carefully crafted. Otherwise, you are, as you say, in the hot seat.
Exactly. Well, Dr. Ann, if somebody, there are a lot of business owners out there right now listening to you, and they might be pivoting right now. They don't know which way their business is going to go. And right now, more than ever, I'm sure business owners need expertise at this point, because there's a lot of business owners out there with their hands in the air. They don't know where their future lies, and they're probably having sleepless nights. Their bank accounts are probably depleting, and they're just worried about their future, and not future 10 years from now, the future a month from now. And you can do that, and you can help people. What are you doing to serve people during the pandemic during this time?
Well, right now, first of all, I'm staying in touch. First thing you can do is just call them and say to my clients, how are you doing? What do you need? Do you need any assistance? I'm not charging them as I'm calling them. I mean, if there's some way I can help them, I'm helping, because we want them to survive. And with new businesses, if they're coming in and talking to me, I want to take an audit and look at how they are establishing their model. But what do we need to do depending on the industry? If you're in restaurants, you're going to make some major, major changes. If you're someone who can work from home anyway, that may not be quite as an extensive change in your model, but there's certain industries that are getting slammed. And so they may literally have to completely change their model. And so what we want to do is say, what is it that you're doing? Are you still able to get the supplies you need? How are you distributing it? But really just trying to have them look at comfortably and with us by their side, here's the pivot you need to take. And a lot of industries and a lot of small businesses are going to have to do that, because they cannot survive when you have social distancing and they're all of a sudden they can't get 50 people in their showroom. They can only get 20.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that profit margin going to look like? Or how do we change that so that you can survive? Because right now, I think that's really very critical. And people are just going to have to change how they're doing business. But that's scary.
It is.
And we do that. But we also know we have so many different models that we can work with as far as when you're changing, okay, change over to this, or let's try something else, so that we want to help them stabilize.
Great. And I have listed in the comments below for everybody to see ways of getting in touch with you and your services. But could you please tell us your contact information?
Yeah, I'd love to hear from them, and they can just either call me or, and that's on the numbers on the website. And my website is strategicpeoplesolutions.com. They can catch up with me there. They can catch up with me on LinkedIn at Ann Gatty. But I'd really be delighted to just chat with them. They can email me at ann@strategicpeoplesolutions.com. And we will be able to chat and just say, what are the ways in which we can make you survive and succeed? Because, we're going to come out from under this COVID. But the thing is, if we're doing things well, we'll look at where you are. But if you pivot, you're liable to just have another revenue stream, and you could be better off than you were. It's going to be some catch up time, but just contact me at ann@strategicpeoplesolutions.com.
Well, Dr. Ann, thank you so much for talking to us today. I know there are a lot of small business owners out there losing sleep, nervous. It's very hard as a small business owner to talk to friends or family who've never owned a business. They really don't understand the worries, the pitfalls that a business owner goes through, because it's different when you punch that clock from 9 to 5 or whatever it is you do. You don't really have to worry about the bottom line like a small business owner does. So I encourage.
It is really something, and I do want to say that there is a lot of worry that the small business owner has, that a lot of people have no understanding.
They don't.
And so, and in this time, it's really important that we all work together and assist each other.
And so everybody out there, if you're a small business owner, large business owner, you own 15 subways, Dr. Ann and her wonderful husband, Dr. Gene Gatty, would be more than happy to talk to you and help you through this situation and see a way that you can prosper and be even bigger and better than before the COVID-19 started. So, Dr. Ann, thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to speak with me and to speak with my audience. And everybody, again, this was Tracy Armstrong, owner, operator of North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the area's premier welcome wagon, welcoming all the new homeowners and new businesses to the wonderful North Pittsburgh area. Thank you so much, Dr. Ann Gatty. Have a lovely day.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.